What is going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? It's good to see you. We are back. Little bit of a short week because of PDX Land, so we got 2 live streams plus keyboards and gaming this week, but it's super good to see you. Well, how is everybody? A couple things I do want to let you guys know. First and foremost, the giveaway video is out. So now, if you have questions about the PC giveaway and how to earn points and all that sort of stuff, just do ! giveaway help. That'll lead you to a YouTube video that will explain everything to you in terms of how to enter the giveaway, how the giveaway works, if you're an international person, all that sort of stuff. So hopefully that makes it a little bit easy. Also, don't forget, if you're new, make sure that you basically tie together your Stream Elements account with your Twitch account. That's going to be the key to earning points today as you're going through here and trying to help trying to win a PC. So that's the stuff that's going on. As you watch, you earn points. You can buy tickets, and those raffle tickets go towards winning the PC that we're giving away, which is a Falcon Northwest frag box plus a Vanguard and Saber mouse from Corsair. It's a $5,000 prize package. We're going to be drawing that winner in about 3 weeks, and then we have a second one coming up in December, and then we're going to be giving away a Tiki, Falcon Northwest Tiki in January. So some really great prize packs, incredible systems as well. That we're going to be giving away as part of this ridiculous deal, and I'm super excited. And thank you, huge shout out to huge shout out to Falcon Northwest. It's all Figment login. Huge shout out to Falcon Northwest for sponsoring that giveaway and just being a part of it, which is pretty awesome. So ! giveaway basically gets you a link to enter the giveaway that'll happen, and then ! giveaway help essentially gives you all of the information you need to know about how to enter the giveaway and all that stuff too. Lastly, the other thing too is, don't forget, we do have some additional giveaways we can earn here on the stream. First and foremost, if we get 150 likes over at youtube.com/RobeyTechLive, we give away a gift card. And then that grows the more likes that we get. Given our new viewership and all that sort of stuff, we could definitely earn the maximum stuff. And then again, Hype Train's another opportunity to earn some big giveaways as well. Now, I do want to let you guys know we are going for Partner Plus. This is something that we earned about a year ago. We're now trying to re-earn it. We need 300 points to essentially earn that. Once we get the Partner Plus, then we will do a PC giveaway to celebrate. Now, the way that Partner Plus does is you actually have to sub. It can't be a Prime sub. It can't be a gifted sub. You actually have to use your own sub. We need 300 of those in order to unlock the PC giveaway for that. And so essentially all you got to do is, if you could just sub, then not only do you get 500 additional points towards the PC giveaway that we're doing for the $5,000, but you also are now earning double points as well. And you're helping us get Partner Plus, which gives us a larger cut of the Twitch revenue, which allows us to do awesome giveaways and all that stuff too. Elite Lighting asks, are you also live on Twitch? Yes, I am live over on Twitch as well. So that's over at twitch.tv/Robeytech. So should be, I think I answered all the questions. How are you guys? How is everybody? We all live in a yellow sub. That is true. We all live in a yellow submarine, but yeah, if you could sub, that would be great. Do we need to log into Elements as we watch the stream, or is it automatic because I'm already signed up? Braxwell, if I were you, I would just leave it open as a second tab. I think that's just kind of the safest bet, but I believe as long as you're just logged in, you're essentially good to go. But you know, given that this is an awesome giveaway, you know, second tabs, that's not that much to ask, just honestly. So, trying to think what else. Who all got snow last night? I did not get snow. Did you get snow, Brian? Zero snow. So thank you for rubbing it in our faces. But I'm really ready for snow. I'm ready to go snowboarding. That's the thing I do a lot of when the winter comes and all that sort of stuff is too. Hey, thank you very much for the Prime sub. And again, remember guys, Prime subs, which I think we got confirmation that Prime subs do give you those 500 extra points. And on top of that, you do get double the entries at that point in time at the same time. Real Beer Guy, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Real Beer Guy. That's not the fake beer guy. That's the real beer guy. Right? He's the genuine beer guy, guys, and he subscribed here. We have a Hype Train almost coming already. Timothy Bauer also subscribing with Prime as well. Thank you very much for that. Is there. PC Guy says wind chill is -10 here. The temperature here is 57.
-10 Celsius?
Yeah, -10 Celsius, which I think is like 93 degrees. It's like balmy there. Actually, I don't think that's true at all. You know, Celsius is just like one of those things. Someday I'm going to learn to do the math for that one. So. I'm gonna make a snow throne. I like how Blondie says 57 Burr. Arizona doesn't count. Literally, you just live on the sun, okay?
I believe 0 Celsius is our
32, yeah, 32, which is where light, yeah. So if he's eating -10, he's, like I said, 78 degrees. Oh, yeah. It's pretty close, yeah, it's cold, yeah. 70 on Saturday, I love Indiana. Okay, 0 is freezing, 100 is boiling. That is true. That is true. That makes it really clear. So it's 10 degrees below freezing, which is not, that's not warm at all. I like how people are just basically saying, hey, guess what? It's winter, Robey. It is. Yeah, it's winter. It's actually supposed to be, we've actually had a little bit of sun. It's like rain and sun right now. It's actually, the last couple days have been beautiful here in Seattle. We've actually had really nice, sunny fall weather, which has been cool, and that's been good. Is League of...
still green, and then the trees are all yellow and reds, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody asked, Braxel asked, he said, is League of Legends a good game or is it past its prime? League of Legends and Dota, let's see, CSGO 2, those games are always just classic games because they have such an incredible esport community built around them. I would say that League is still an absolutely established game. Just have some patience, and their community is, I've heard, toxic. Not entirely sure. I've only played that game maybe a handful of times because the commitment to get into something like League is so high. It's kind of like Hearthstone and stuff like that. So it just takes a lot of time. So yeah. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, for sure. iRacing, great game. Yeah, trees change. Yeah, here the trees change and they're beautiful, dude. We have gorgeous. And I think, it's funny because I think some people are saying, at least in the Pacific Northwest this year, we actually rivaled the East Coast, which is like the king of beautiful like trees and stuff like that because of the drought. But here in Washington, us getting a drought, that would be kind of crazy, right? We get rain all the time. Okay, let's see what else. Any other things that you guys can think of? If not, we'll start talking about build and start cranking through this. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, dude, the MSI monitors have been killing it. Their 4th gen OLEDs have been incredible. And in fact, those are what I use primarily. I think all of my at-home ones are all ASUS still, but I've been, ever since I put it on the E-Blaster, which is what we're taking when we go to PDX land, we love the 272 IQX and all those ones. They're incredible monitors. So when I was giving you options, I'm not kidding. Those are monitors we absolutely love. And I think RT Final Boss, he has their 32-inch 4K. So there's a lot of people on our team who actually use the MSI monitor. You actually have the 22 right now.
I've had it for a couple of weeks now. It's pretty banger.
Yeah, it's a banger monitor. Yeah, like the OLED care. There's actually an update, a firmware update that'll slow down the pixel refresh because apparently you don't need to do it as often anymore.
I was going to mention that. That is kind of annoying.
But like I said, there's actually a new. So you just need to do a firmware update, and it's like I think it's much further now, okay. Which has been one of those things
Good
that
to
people.
know.
How many points? So we need 300 points. So we've been earning Partner Plus Tier 1. We're going for Partner Plus Tier 2, which is 300 points, so 200 more points. And I think I turned it on so people can see where we are. I don't know how that happens. By the way, we're 20 seconds from a hype train, and we need like 1 sub, and then we can start a hype train. And then maybe we can unlock a pretty awesome giveaway at the beginning. 19 seconds. Somebody's just got to do a sub something. Yeah, Brian's here, and Braxel wants his money. He's like that kid from whatever that movie. I want my $5. Stuff from there. So, okay. Well, maybe we'll do a hype train later. That's fine. It's totally okay. Okay, let's see what else is 57. Yeah, we're 57 out of 300 points now. So I think it shows it. But yeah. Yeah, Better Off Dead. That was I want my $2. Yeah, that's such a funny movie. Okay, let's talk about what we're doing today. Because already, I mean, dude, we're at almost 200 people already. So cool to actually have you guys here. Thank you for joining us. Remember, guys, you can win a PC just by watching and chilling today. It's just builds, no other stuff. I know Intel Live sometimes can feel like there's just a lot going on there. Not that I don't love that show. That show is actually really, really fun. But sometimes people just are like, I want chill, I want to build, and all that sort of stuff. So today, we're building in this. And actually we have a number of cases that I've been meaning to build in coming up over the next couple weeks. We have the bequiet LX600, the light base LX600. We have the Fractal Epoch, which is like their Performance Air case, which I'm actually pretty excited about. So we're planning that build. We have the Cooler Master frame as well. So there's that one. And this one I'm actually really excited about because this build we're going to be doing a BTF build, which it's been a while since we've done a BTF. So ASUS hooked us up with their BTF 5070 Ti and BTF B580, so we're going to be doing a true BTF build in this. So trying to minimize cables. We're using one of their new bequiet, bequiet AIOs, their light base. I think it's their light base, light loop, 360 millimeter in white. So we're going to actually be showing off some bequiet white stuff, white AIOs, and which have been relatively new for bequiet as well. So this should be a very, very spectacular build, and I'm excited to build in this case because this case is one of those ones that actually it is like a transformer. So they're at the bottom of this. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but these come off. And what it allows you to do is you can actually change the orientation of this case. So you can actually be like, oh, I don't want to have it this way. I'd rather like set it like more like a bench system. So here on the back, what you can do is you can lift this up, and then now you can literally replace these rubber bits right here, like so, like that. And then now you can put these in here. And then now you could actually have it so if you wanted to with the feet, now it sits more like a bench system. So there's a number of options in terms of, or you can turn it upside down if you want to. So there's a number of options that you have with this build to change your orientation if you wanted to. And that was one of the things that was really, really special about this particular build, is that you can make something that's, you know, genuinely unique. And so if you wanted to have, like, for instance, I know some people are like, I'd love to actually have it so all of the components are on the other side. You could literally flip this upside down and have it on the other side if you wanted to. But let me realize, okay, I think it's here. Yep, there we go. Just put these back in. And we'll be doing it more traditional, but that's the thing that's actually really neat about this. And we actually did a build with Kevin over at bequiet, and we did it in a different orientation when we did that late build with that really 2 a.m. build at CES. It's kind of when we showed some of the other orientations. So
Computex.
Yeah, Computex. Really, 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 really neat case, and very transformable. I think this is probably one of the only cases that it makes it so easy to kind of transform it the way that you want to. But yeah, that's kind of the key today, and so we're going to be building inside of this and making a pretty build with it. How does Maggie handle the cold? She poops on the porch.
Protesting.
Yeah, she protests. Now, the thing is all of my dogs get walks, so no matter what, she's out in the cold regardless. Emily gets 2 miles, Maggie and Winston both get 1 mile each day. So all in all, she spends some times outside. Madeline, my daughter, did buy her a coat, so I don't know, I haven't had her put it on yet, but all in all, she really, really loves walks. She just doesn't like going outside and going to the bathroom by herself. Hey, what is a better combo, the Ryzen 7 9700X and the RTX 5070, or the Ryzen 7 7800X and the RTX 5060? Not the second one, not at all. Do not spend money on a 7800X 3D and downgrade your GPU. The better thing is at the Ryzen 7 9700X and the RTX 5070, you're playing at 1440p. At the 7800X 3D and the 5060, you're essentially locking yourself in at 1080p. And you're not even really, and again, your GPU at 1440p starts to matter a whole lot less. And the jump from the GPU is going to be better than the jump that you're going to get from the CPU. So the first option is your better option. Will NVIDIA broadcasts ever be less GPU and CPU intensive? I mean, all in all, it's actually for what it does, it's pretty, it's not as intrusive as you think on the GPU. The CPU, it actually doesn't use a whole lot at all. I think one of the things that people are asking for is that you can actually take the stuff that it's doing on the GPU and have that be on like the MPU for either an AMD or an Intel CPU. But for the most part, it's pretty, you can use NVIDIA broadcast and play your games, and you only see a 3 to 5% hit, which is not that big. One thing I want to be able to build my own new PC, I'm just still deciding if I pair the 5070 Ti or the 7090 or the 7900 XT. What is the CPU for that, E-Man? That's my question. Yeah, I like the 272 QP. Yes, that is a amazing monitor. Yeah. You saw a hit in GTA 5. So GTA 5 is one of those funky games that, yes, that it can be a little bit more of a hit, but I don't know if they, like, again, it's already pretty lean, so I don't expect it to get better. Oh, the 7800 XTD. I'm sorry, I see what you're saying, sorry. I would do, what was the options again, E-Man? Can you post it one more time? And an i70, since in 2018, they are becoming minimum requirement, time flies. Yeah. Timothy Bauer, that's usually the way it is. Okay, so while he's posting that, let's go ahead and start. Yeah, and streaming too. Dude, you're doing an awful lot, and that's still impressive what that thing is able to do. I don't know your specs perchance. I said do not sacrifice your GPU for the graphics card. Do not sacrifice your GPU for higher-end CPU. I would say the 5070 Ti, for sure, just because of the newer tech and all that sort of stuff. But the other option too is, dude, you do not need a 7800X 3D. So if you can drop down to a 9700X and do a 5080 E-Man, that is a better option. Now, if you already own the 7800X 3D, I would say the 5070 Ti over the 7900 XT. Okay, let's talk about the parts we're putting inside of this. And you'll see right now, as you can see, I'm gonna do a 5070 Ti, and I'm not using an X3D chip because that's just not a good use of money. The X3Ds are expensive. So right now we're using the Ryzen 7 9700X. This is a great all-around CPU. It's easy to cool. It does great for productivity. It does great for 1440p gaming. And like I said, between the X3D chips and this, you're looking at anywhere between 3 and 5% on average. There are certain games where you'll see higher, but those have to be CPU-intensive games. All in all, X3D does not help you as much as you jump up to 1440p and 4K. Of course we're gambling. This is just a normal build, yeah. So anyway, 9700X, we're gonna be pairing that with the ASUS TUF Gaming B850-BTF Wi-Fi W. That is a lot of names in this, this motherboard. But yeah, there it is, the BTF Wi-Fi W. This means that it's a back connect. So it's a back connect motherboard. All of our connections are going to be on the back. It's just going to allow for an incredibly clean. Whoa! Wow! Wow! Let's just drop the CPU.
You covered my label.
Where do you want it? Where can I put this, sir? Is that there? Is that okay?
I don't know. It's like covering all the.
Okay. So where do you? Okay. Okay. So anyway, there's it's a BTF motherboard. It still has things like Wi-Fi 7, which is great, 2.5 gigabit Ethernet LAN. You got PCI 5, and you have all of the Q release and quality of life features that come with ASUS motherboards. And it's actually a very, very attractive looking build. But the cool thing about this is obviously just the amount of cables that you're not going to see. Continuing the BTF theme here with the case and the Mobo is we're actually going to be using the 5070 Ti BTF as well. Again, pairing that 9070 XT with the 5070 Ti, again, trying to make sure that we're inking out the right amount of money and spending it in the right places, right? So again, I could, if I was to go up with a 7800X3D or a 9800X3D, more than likely I could get a 5080, and that is going to be a much larger jump at 1440p than jumping to an X3D chip and stuff like that. So beautiful card. All white, BTF, which means it pulls the power. There's no 16 pin as well. Robey, have you been taking lessons in dropping from LTT? No, I haven't. I'll work on that though. Apparently I need to.
That was my problem.
That was actually not me, that was Brian. The hands of the camera. Yeah, the handy cam, there you go. So anyway, beautiful card, should look good. And again, just keeping with that super clean aesthetic we're trying to get inside of this case. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, keeping things easy for back connect. If you're wondering, I'm going to use the RM850E. Apparently, Fractal now has a brand new PSU, and they were the first ones to use the cables that I love so much there with their Flex Tech technology is what Andrew told me over from the team at Fractal. But love the cables. They're very easy to cable manage, just given that we're doing back connect and a lot of more cabling is going to be in the back, including the connections. You just really want those very, very thin connections, thin cables to make sure that you can cable manage nicely. Cloggy and Fluff, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. And Giovanni66, also thank you for the sub as well. So again, just trying to make sure that we use the right tools for the build and using those really, really nice cables to make the cable management so, so nice. And then Coco Enterprise, thank you for the Prime sub as well. One of the things I will do, I want to let you guys know, one thing we are going to be changing, and I got this idea from watching a couple of the streamers. If you have tech questions. I will say that using your subs and your tips or things like that are going to make it a whole lot easier for me to see it, just given what we're seeing from the viewership growth and all that sort of stuff. So just something to be aware of. If you want to have questions or stuff like that, great opportunity to ask a question just by pairing it with a sub or with a dono or with bits, etc. Which card pairs with the 14600K in terms of bottleneck at 1440p and 4K? So both of those cards are going to be great. Zemo, the question really for that isn't necessarily the bottleneck. It's more about what is the games you're going to play. The one thing I will say is the 50 series NVIDIA cards have been better in terms of pricing more recently than the 9070 XTs because we've actually seen some pretty good discounts. I saw 5070 for like $450, dude. So and the MSRP on that was 530. So again, I just look at what you can get the better deal at and choose that card because they're kind of interchangeable. Of course, 5070 Ti, there's a lot more games with NVIDIA technology and all that sort of stuff. So again, it depends on the games you play and what you can get a better deal of. Yeah. Yeah, and you can also use channel points to highlight your message. 5070 Ti is more of a side grade from a 3090. Though there is some things obviously like MFG and all that sort of stuff. So in some ways, it just depends on what kind of games you play. Hey, thank you, Nazare. Thank you very much for the sub as well. Okay, let's talk about cooling. We're gonna be using this right here. This is, obviously doing a Be Quiet build. We wanna use their AIO here. This is their Light Loop 360 in white. Their new white stuff has been a relatively new thing. This hasn't been something you've been able to get. I really do actually like their coolers. They've been very, very performant. And the other thing I really like about them is actually very, very clean. And this has a lot of those quality of life features that make it a little bit easier. And again, really, really nice RGB, which should make it look super clean. And then now for the most expensive part on the planet, DDR5. We've got Kingston Fury DDR5. This is a 6,000 mega transfer kit. CL30, so it's also very expensive given its timings. So we're going to be doing 32 gigs of 6,000 mega transfers, CL30 DDR5, and then we also have a 2 terabyte, I believe it's a 2 terabyte NV3 as well. So again, 2 terabytes kind of becoming our minimum for these builds. Ideally, I more than likely would go 4 terabytes because NVMe's have come down in price. Hopefully, we start to see DDR5 prices start to drop back down as well. So yeah, gold dust RAM right there. Okay, so there we go, guys. Those are all of the parts we're putting inside of today's build. I do not know how long it's going to take. I'll be honest. BTF is one of those like wild cards that honestly makes a lot of things about building a whole lot simpler. So it'll be interesting to see how this whole thing kind of goes as well, which will be fun. Okay, there we go. 5070 Ti. We're gonna put this over here, and then let's drop our. There we go. Here, let's drop this in here. Drop this in here. We have all the core parts. We'll just put this over here on the side. What do you say, Brian? What do you say, Brian? Feels like good.
Just don't throw anything at me.
Just throw it at his head. Throw the whole case at his head. No, it was $450 for a 5070, not a 5070 Ti. I haven't looked at 5070 Ti prices, though we do use a lot of 5070 Ti prices. Maybe if you kill AI memory, will fall in price. Allow TSMC of production being delegated to AI. Yeah. Justin, do you recommend creating partitions for my 4 terabyte computer or purchasing another 2 terabyte for my build? I mean, if you do a partition, it's fine because it works. It'll keep the hard drive from filling up as long as you don't fill up both partitions. Using a dedicated drive is just one way of saying like, hey, it just depends on your discipline in terms of how much you're going to manage your own space, if that makes sense. So if you're more disciplined and you're willing to manage your own space, you don't necessarily need it. But I know people just love to add stuff to their builds after they get in. They're like, dude, I haven't bought something in over a week. What else can I add? You know what I mean? The case is the Base 600 LX. The thing that's always interesting about this is just how the unboxing works. Now, BTF is interesting. I'm going to show you some things that are interesting about BTF because the connections are in the back. I will build this using You can see back here, I'm gonna build this using this big foam. And main reason being is that so I don't put any pressure on this. So I'm gonna keep the foam on as I do my build. And then once I'm done and put it inside the case, I'll take the foam off. Giovanni, a lot of that has to do with the fact that they come with cable combs. They're easy to cable manage. I believe they're A tier, right? They're A tier PSUs. So there's just, it ticks a lot of boxes, and the price range is anywhere between $99 and $129. So it's a good PSU for the price. I'm trying to think of what else. The other ones that I'm now looking at, I just did one. We just did it the other day. It was MSI. So MSI, their MAGs, they also have cable combs, and they get you a couple more cable combs. So that might be one that we might start throwing in there. But I'm trying to make sure I use good PSUs. Yeah. Bling, adding LED strips on the glass edge. You could absolutely do that if you wanted to. Yeah, exactly, Yotan. Exactly. You're like, oh man, I haven't bought something for my PC in over 2 days. What can I buy? Look, I just bought a racing sim rig. You know what I mean? I am excited about doing the BTF. We haven't done one of these in a while, so I intentionally did this. We have another one coming out in a couple of weeks, the ASUS A31 build. So we do have some more coming. Okay, guys, so let's go to top down here. I'm sorry, I almost took control from you, and that's not very nice. What we're gonna do is just put our thumbs here, a finger here, pull this down, open this up. We got the golden pin up there waiting for me. As you can see, that little corner up there, I'm just gonna make sure that that pops in right there. Let's zoom in so you can get a really good view. Look at that. Look at it, it's so there, it's ready. This is my face looking at you. Looking at this. Looking at you, looking at this. That's what we're doing. Okay. Nothing much, man, nothing much. Just building PCs. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's our build right there. Well, not our build. There's our CPU in the build. I really masterfully overstated what we've accomplished so far. Is there a command for specs of the build? No, not that I know of, but I can show it real quick. We should actually find some way to do this because I know people are going in there. So here are all the PC parts in a really, really easy way. So if you want to just screenshot this really quick. AMD Ryzen 7 9700X, ASUS B850-BTF Wi-Fi W, the TUF Gaming 5070 Ti BTF edition in white, Kingston NV3 2TB, the Kingston Fury DDR5 6000 mega transfer CL30 RAM, the bequiet Light Base LX600, the bequiet Light Loop 300 360 in white, and the Corsair RM850E in white. So honestly, Blondie, not a bad idea. I think there would be a cool way for people to be able to just pull up what the parts list is. All that for $2,500. It's not. I can do a 5070 Ti build for $1,500. We just did that just the other day. It is a lot for, $2,500 for all that is. I'm spending some money on aesthetics, right? The case is a lot of it. The BTF brings it up in terms of cost. So there's some aesthetic spend here for sure. If you were trying to build like the leanest 5070 Ti build, not necessarily the best one, but still pretty good. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There is a command, build or spec. There you go. Yeah, there is something that gets you. So boom, there you go. I'm sorry, I doubted Blondie there for a minute. I'm just used to her choosing really bad RAM clicks. So that's, maybe I'm just not used to her doing, good execution stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's pop this in here, and now we're gonna do our M.2. This does have a peel here at the bottom, so we're just gonna undo that peel. Who are you, she says. I have not changed. Okay, so we've got our NVMe out here. Gonna zoom in here real quick, show the NVMe getting done. Braxel, you're gonna see more MSI, and and ASRock as well. So we actually are having more of those pop in here. ASUS has just always been a big supporter of the channel. But MSI is also being really, really big as well. So yeah. Okay, Blondie's saying 95. Now remember, Blondie, this is a new ASRock board, so I don't know. It could be terrible. Okay, so we're gonna drop that in like that. Again, this is the, oh, well that just held in there. Okay, so again, what you wanna do is when you sit it in here, it'll just kind of sit at an elevated level like that, so you can see it's a little bit more of a, yeah, here, Brian's gonna give you a better view. But again, you can see when you pop it in here, it sits out angled. And this is where I get the diving board thing, even though Zach said it wasn't like a diving board. It is like a diving board because it bounces, is the point that I'm trying to make. Zach. And then all you're gonna do for this motherboard is just push it down, and then it's nice and locked. And then what we're essentially going to do here is we're going to slide this in just like that, and then pop it down just like that. And then there you go. You're essentially in and done. Elite Gate Lighting says, what games have you been playing recently? Dude, 2 games top of my list right now. First and foremost, Arc Raiders, which we're gonna be playing more of tomorrow. The second one has been Outer Worlds 1 and a little bit of Outer Worlds 2. I am gonna be checking out Black Ops because I am excited to actually get some hands-on time with the campaign. I'm a big fan of Call of Duty campaign, so I'm gonna play some Black Ops for sure. And I wanna play through the Battlefield campaign. But right now, the ones I've been playing the most are Outer Worlds and Arc Raiders. Really, really digging Arc Raiders. We're gonna be playing that tomorrow on Keyboards and Gaming with Corsair, which should be awesome. Yeah, honestly, the screw, not having to do the screw for the M.2, which is one of the things Conga Maniac says, that's so nice not having to fuss with the world's tiniest screw. Yeah, these easy latch things, what they're called their Q latch system stuff, things like their basically being able to get their GPUs out, latchless NVMEs, even other quality things like on their Wi-Fi, being able to just kind of pop those in here. That's all part of their Q latch stuff, which is all their quality of life improvement stuff. Okay, so we got this done. This is the moment every show where we find out how wrong Blondie was. So she's saying 95 today on the RAM. We'll see if 95 is right. Okay, so here we go. Pop this one in here. Now, guys, if you're looking, let's go to top down again real quick. So you can see here these light gray. These light gray are actually going to be the places where I'm going to be sticking the NVMEs in. There's actually a couple places on the Mobo that actually highlights where we're installing these things. So the light gray matches the key that's over here to the left, just as an FYI. So when you're wondering, hey, well, Robey, where do you actually slot your RAM? That's where you slot it. So we're going to pull out this. I think this RAM is $2 million. Hey, Lambert tip. Thank you very much, man. I didn't see the advice. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to do a tip or just a quick tip, or doing like a 99-cent super chat or something like that. Just that way it pops up, because sometimes it's not that I don't want to say hi or see you, but there's almost 400 people here already, and so it just makes it a little bit hard, and I want to be able to see your stuff. So it's not that I am ignoring you, I promise. Okay. Blondie's saying it's because I didn't stretch, okay? So we're gonna do a stretch here. There we go. Definitely, am I stretched enough? What do you think?
Looks like your flectoids are still
My flectoids are still not, yeah. So I think I do this to get the flectoids going there. Yeah, so we're gonna go, okay. Okay, here we go.
Or the Nacho Libre where he like squeezes his buns.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, there we go. Got plenty of gluteus maximus squeezing. Okay, here we go. 95. Can you guys see the screen? Go to top down here. I think you guys can see the screen. Yeah, it looks like it's good. 95 is what Blondie says. What's up, Fozzie? How are you?
Don't get the fingers fixed.
Oh, stretch the. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I gotta do the.
It's like I want to go to that, but then
stretching. Okay, stretch the RAM sticks. I can't even do that. It's not even real. Okay, here we go. 92.3 FM. K-Love, I don't know. Okay. Stretch the watch. I don't even know how to do that. Okay, next one. 95 on this one. It sounded like a better click though, I'll be honest. Okay, here we go. 92.6. 92.6. Let's just focus on my face here for a second. Let's focus on my face here. Blondie, because you were wrong.
hold still. There you go.
There you go, Blondie. There's a real cost to this now. There's a real cost when you get it wrong.
That's true. That is true.
Nose clippers. Why must you punish all of us? Well, my viewership went down. I don't understand. Whoa, it's yeah, no, it's just there has to be something real. That has to break some TOS. I think I found the edge of where I'm willing to go, where I'm able to go in this show anymore. Okay, so all of this is ready. Let's just check. Last thing you want to do before you put your motherboard inside of the case, guys, is you want to just verify that everything from a mounting that you can do from a mounting standpoint for your AIO is done to your mobile before you put it inside of the case. Yeah. I have a nose hair trimmer. I just didn't use it this morning, but I will. I will from now on. Actually, even I was a little surprised at how much hair was up there. Yeah. I'm like a little, like, I kind of feel like Jennifer Lawrence, where I was like, ew, that was not okay. So, oh yeah, here we go. I'm sorry that we did that. We need a landscaper. That was a very private part of my body that I showed you. Okay. I'm gonna send you a bill from my therapy. Okay, so what we're gonna do, check real quick, is we're not gonna drop that, which I almost did. So we're gonna pull this stuff out, just make sure. And we're gonna look at our mounting mechanism. So they give you some, look at this, they give you some really small zip ties. That's kind of cool. Some little tiny ones. Ooh, we gotta put this thing together. Okay, so AMD is, let's see how the AMD install is. Okay, so AMD, we are mounting, we are making something. Okay, so we're gonna get this done real quick. I'm just gonna take a look at the book because, yeah, I just don't pretend to know everything. So we're gonna look up here, look at AM4, AM5, and it looks like we're just literally gonna replace it with this system. So let's grab our screwdriver. Oh, there it is. How many have you slung in the trash? None. I don't think I've ever thrown a PC away. Red Knight, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you, my man. Prime sub. You're awesome. Welcome to earning 2 times points.
Do you think Brenda could throw away a PC and you don't notice?
Let's not even pretend that could be a thing. That hurts my heart that could even happen.
Like legitimately, like you just not.
Probably. That could happen.
I think it's possible.
I think it's has it happened? No.
But how would you know?
I don't. But I mean, I just don't think she'd be willing. I don't think she'd be willing to do that, right? Now, the bigger thing is she would just randomly give it away to somebody. Like I'd be like, hey, and then like sometime I'd be like, oh, where was this PC? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then, or I go over to one of our friends' houses and they have like this brand new PC, and I'm like, where did you get that?
Well, you'd be able to tell if you built it or not.
Oh yeah, and then like, but I think that would be more the situation of like, where did you get that? Like, that looks just like one I built. And they're like, oh, yeah. Brenda gave it to me. And I'm like, what? And of course, I would never throw my wife under the bus. And so I'd be like, oh, yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I do trust my wife implicitly. Yeah, no secrets for sure between the two of us. Okay, so I want lower CPU. Okay, so the cool thing about this, guys, pretty neat little system here that they've done, is bequiet really labeled this very, very well. So it tells you where this goes and all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and install this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw our little black bits on top of it. That's weird. Okay, I think it only goes one way. These also only go on one way. Interesting, so they're not reversible. And then it says on here which way the CPU goes. It says, I think there's a difference here for AM5. Okay, the outer circle. Okay, so lower circles for AM5. So CPU goes there, and then what we're gonna do is just stick it in just like that. Just make it in the hole there. Boom, there we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, getting that in. Ooh! What's up, dude? How are you, Panzer? Whoop! 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 Okay. So there, you can see, just even with the labeling, that's pretty nice. Let's zoom in here so you guys can just kind of see what I'm talking about. They're actually labeled pretty nicely. So it shows you where the CPU goes. So you can kind of not make a mistake. So you can see here it says CPU and it's pointing towards the center there. And we're gonna do the same thing on the top one. And then I'm gonna check if there's pre-applied thermal paste. I just realized I'm out of Noctua. I'm gonna have to use a different thermal paste. That hurts my heart. Hey, what's up, Beeps? How are you, man? Good to see you. Watch and earn, guys. I'll do a little deep dive on the giveaway here in a minute. I got an update from Kelt because hopefully we'll be able to show off the system here pretty soon. Yeah, they say upper, lower on them. Yeah, it's really nice, Org. So yeah, it says upper, and then it says CPU this way, and this says lower, which is weird. Oh, yeah, you should. Okay. Yeah, remember I said it's pretty easy to make stupid to make a mistake? I just totally did that wrong. I like how Org was like, you know those say upper and lower on them, and I didn't do it. What's up, Blue Rage? You're right, but it's still pretty funny that I totally did it wrong. Okay, we're just gonna move these. I was still so bothered by the RAM clicks. That's what it was. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna put them in the right way. I was caring more about the angle of the where the arrow is pointing, but I think you're right, probably, Org. It's probably the same. Yeah, those nose hairs seeing how many nose hairs I had threw me off. Yeah, it is. It's a very pretty TUF board. I do agree. Nice, beautiful TUF board. Okay, there we go. That one's in. And then I got to figure out. What thermal paste I'm going to use. I'm going to see if there's pre-applied. I'm not sure. Let's see here, Brian. You ready? No thermal paste. Now, did they give me thermal paste? No, there's no thermal paste in here that I can see. Oh, nope, there's some. Okay, we're gonna use their thermal paste. Now the question is, how spreadable is it? Not sure, but I need to order thermal paste. Blondie, can you send me an email to order thermal paste? Okay, it is not gonna be art, okay? Because I don't know how well this is gonna spread.
Can you get him a link for the WoW stick too?
Yeah, and a WoW stick. Yeah, I needed to get that too. Brian's like, I'm sick of this. Okay, so we're gonna do the 9-dot method here, just to make sure that we get it. The 9-dot method just ensures that the IHS is gonna be completely covered. This actually looks like it's been pretty spreadable if I wanted to, but I'm just gonna keep it safe. Okay, that should be fine. It'll give it. It's also called somebody else called it a different, like an interesting name, but this will make sure that we have plenty of coverage on the IHS, and it'll cover the whole thing. Okay, so we got that now. Fortnite Elite Lightning got ambushed trying to solo the Queen in Arc. Next time I'm gonna be doing the ambushing. Okay, Elite Lightning. I am like, a quick question. Okay, let me just put it this way. There has been a lot of chatter recently, about the fact that people are asking for a PvE mode in Arc. I'm curious, based on just people who've played, what your thoughts are on if they were to add a PvE mode to Arc Raiders. Definitely, I am enjoying it. Like, I can definitely see both sides. As somebody who's not sweaty, I would probably play the PvE mode, but I haven't. The PvP mode, I've just come to accept that I might lose my stuff, but I'm not sure. PvE with reduced rewards. Okay, that's what Monkermania says. Personally, I will not play the game until they add PvE. Okay. So the RT Final Boss is taking like a hard call at it. Okay, so we got everything set here for our motherboard. What we can do now is we can start working on our case here. So Turdog says I'm with RT Final Boss. So you'd like to have like player bots kind of thing. My husband hates the PvP part. Yeah, I feel like it's schisming the community quite a bit. Okay, such a nice case from Sertle. I think it's Sertle. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Okay, I'm gonna pull the inside peel here, just to get that squared now. Boom. Did you like that? Huh? Smooth, but satisfying. Little Lion King reference there, because I'm a dad. Okay, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and take this one off. This is where we're gonna put our AIO. Very, very simple. Like, I just look at it and I'm like, oh, this is straightforward. Some of the cases now are getting more difficult to just be able to pop inside of. Now the question is, do you think this is just a pull? Nope, this looks like it's got a full screw. Yeah, that does not come off easily. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop over here to the back. Use the 2 screws here. Nice, easy thumb screws, I'll be honest. Haven't needed to do anything crazy there. This is how you always know it's bequiet, man. They have those like crazy
ginormous filters.
Yeah, ginormous filters, right? It plays 2 parts, right? The other part of it is just about making sure that it also stays quiet, but also good dust filters. Okay, and then we have a magnetic part here, and then they've got all our cables kind of twisted in this. Not the prettiest cable management back here, but I mean, this one's more crazy because you don't. Does it mean as much? You really just are not going to see cables. Actually, I should probably not throw that away. There. Okay. Okay. We're going to cut this. Get our cable here. Okay. How do I get this out? Is there a... I think I have to, maybe I have to take this off, it looks like. Looks like it comes out of the top here. I'm like, yeah, my mind is breaking here. There we go. There we go. Oh, there's another screw at the bottom. Okay, so you have to take this whole thing out. Oh, there's another screw over here. 3 screws. 4 scores and 3 screws to go. Okay, there we go. And then that swings out. And I get all of the stuff. Okay, so there's also, down here at the bottom, so I might keep this out. Down here at the bottom, you actually have a full RGB hub, which is pretty cool. It is interesting, right? I'm seeing all of these fans and stuff, but none of them, I'm trying to figure it all out. Like, there's 2. There's a whole second one up here. Holy moly, there's 2 full fan hubs, 2 full fan and RGB hubs for all the cables. Dude, there's a lot of cables in this. Like when you really kind of see it all. So yeah, there's a lot to kind of cable manage in this. Okay, now it is BTF, so that'll be interesting. So kind of throw this in here and we'll figure that all out here in a minute. Okay, there we go. Don't lose that. Grab the top here. I can't find my... Okay, so now what we're gonna do, pop this down and put our Mobo in. There we go. Put it a little bit lower. Okay, there we go. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off of so now it's off, and you can see here, this is why it's BTF. All the connections are here in the back. I'm just gonna sit it on like that. And guys, see, now all those cables, you can't really see. And we're not going to see them again, which is pretty neat. Shove that in there. Okay. So now, let's grab our accessory. Life of Dylan, that's a great case. Wow, look at all these people with their stream streaks. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Awesome. Thank you for all for watching, guys. It's in the back. Okay, so we do have a, looks like we have a sag bracket. Let's see what else we got here. Wow, they got a lot of accessories in this. Whoa. Looks like something opened here. Whoa. Whoa! Rubber! Things everywhere. Okay. Kind of get these out of the way. I just got to find the screws for the Mobo here. Mobo screws, where are you? Mobo screws. These look like them. Yeah, lots of standoffs. It's nice. More sag, dude. Lots of sag bracket bits here. Okay, lots of extra components here. Oh wow. Oh, rubber grommets, so you can fill in stuff. So you can put rubber grommets in some of these places if you want to. That's kind of nice. That's a nice little bonus there. Like, hey, if you don't want to have your whole thing visible, you don't have to do it. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm looking for is these right here. These are the screws. I do wish that the screws for the white case were actually silver instead of black, but I mean, that's like kind of a small complaint. Okay, there we go. Let us find my, there it is. Let us put this in here. Okay, here we go. Time to get this installed here, starting right here. There we go. Perfect. Next one. And then after this, we'll work on cables and get all that set up, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, it's entertainment. It's because of the case and the BTF stuff. Because you could do one for less for sure, sub 2,000, easily. There's just some money. There's just some money that you're obviously spending on parts and stuff like that for sure. Yeah, the RAM's nice. I love their Fury Beast is really nice RAM. Araxnus, I'm not sure how the thermal paste will spread, so I'm doing the 9-dot method, so I know that it'll cover the entire IHS. So I'm basically, I don't want to re-clean it off. Oop, that's just a peg. I don't want to re-clean it off, so this is my way of making sure that I know it's going to cover it all. No, I'm just going to let Apple make iPads. I'm not going to make my own iPad. There we go. Okay, there we go. So all of our stuff is in. That should be nice. Okay, so Mobo is in. You know what's funny? Let's just, for the sake of this, just because, let's just put the GPU in. I don't have to connect anything. So let's just do it out of order today, guys. We're gonna do the GPU out of order.
Can you even do that?
We're gonna do something that you've never seen before. Hey guys, 90 likes over at YouTube. Head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live. Hit that thumbs up button. And we're going to unlock a giveaway with that too. Is that even allowed?
Mind blown.
Hey, Burp Breezer, thank you for the sub. This minute, he just gives a little, I like it. I like the happiness there. Okay, here we go. I know the nerve, Scully. Blow our minds today. I don't even know how to handle it. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. It's hard to get, there we go. Look at that. Now, do we have a sag bracket? What is this? Okay, that allows me to switch my connector if you want to. That's kind of cool. Got your little cable here. No sag bracket though. It's got a tough, look at this, you get a little badge thing for your build. That's unique, I've not seen that before. There we go. Okay, so I think this has got the cover over the 16 pin, so it has both. That's kind of cool. That's really neat. I didn't know they'd done that. So they actually have connections for both, but what you do here, guys, is we're gonna take this off back here. Just like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab that little piece that I saw. This right here. And I'm going to put that over this, like that. First I'm gonna take it off actually, sorry. I'm gonna do this, and then now, my build is, my GPU is BTF ready. That's pretty cool. I like that they actually made it so you can use it for both. That's pretty cool. So now you have a BTF ready. So I will look on the back here in a second, but I believe it's a 16 pin connector. Yeah, it's a 16 pin. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we have some peels to do first, because, yeah, here we go. Peel, peel, peel. Okay, we got that one. There we go. I think that's a pretty cord. It's funny because, you know, I was listening to, I was watching Zach, and he was doing a build, and he said he wasn't a fan of the aesthetic of the TUF cards, but I think they're pretty. Okay, so there's our GPU, and it is in BTF mode because we have the BTF connection here. Okay, so let's drop this in. Oh, there's a peel back here, sorry. Just forgot the rear peel. Boom, there we go. Yeah, pretty, beautiful card. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we have two. Oh. Another peel. More plastic I gotta get rid of. I always just remove all of these. They make socketing in the case a little bit of a pain. One of the things I do appreciate about ASUS motherboards is they actually give you 2 HDMI on their TUF and higher, so their Astrals, all that stuff, so you get 2 HDMI on top of the 3 display ports. So you can actually do 4 on this one. Okay. There we go. And then now there's no power, right? Like the power is all going to be routing to the back, which is great. Okay, let me real quick, I'm going to put the stuff back in here. So Turdog, you can absolutely do that. For me, it's just a, if it was my normal build, I would, but given that we plug in and out of ports and stuff like that when we use these builds, I take them all out. Are the cables in the card rest against the heat sink fins? Do you think that would be an issue? No, I think it'll be fine. I don't think you have anything to worry about there. Making sure all this stuff goes inside. Yeah, Dystopia, it's nice. And they do have a 5090 version. I'm not sure if there's a 5080 BTF yet. I'd have to ask. Hydrate, just now from K-Solis, thank you. Yeah, BTF looks great. And we do have a sag bracket. I thought I had a white one. I have a black one.
Didn't two just come with the case?
Huh?
Weren't there two that came with the case?
Yeah, I can use the sag bracket for the case too. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like how easy that is to use because basically the way that they do it on the side here, so I might have to take the glass off, but I don't know how hard it is to take the glass off. Let me check that real quick because I think we're going to want to take the glass off for the sag bracket here. So I think it's just these. I think it just slides off. Taking these two off. No, okay, there you go. And then it just pops right off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the inner peel. Perfect. Okay, so now what I want is this box. Because if you want to do the sag bracket, you have to have access to the side here. And I think we have yet to find a case that doesn't actually need it, you know? Okay, so it looks like they're here. I don't know how that works, but this looks like the one I want, and this one goes just like that. Ooh, okay. Oh, I can unscrew this. Okay, so here's what we do. Ooh, wow, let's just bang that on the... Seems fine. Okay. Oh, wait, that's not the cable. This is not the one I need. I think I want to use the other ones. Hold on, sorry. Forgot to finish securing my GPU. There we go. Boom. One more. Okay, now I need another screw here, which I think these are going to be the right screws, the same ones that are the GPU, the ones that come with the case. Okay. Okay. And then what you can do here in the back is untighten this. Can't see it all that well. Here we go. There we go. What I want to do is push this down. There we go. Okay. Whoop. And I just want this to hit right here, right? So I don't want it to hit the fan. Okay, so that's fine right there. And then it's in the right place. And then that'll keep it sagged set. Okay, there we go. And there you go. Sag brackets installed. We're in good shape. Perfect. Yeah, it's shaping. I agree. It's shaping up nicely, except for the part where I just dropped the screwdriver on it. But that's fine. The SSD we're using, and you can do exclamation. I think it's parts, right? Is that what it is, Blondie? Exclamation parts. We're using a 2 terabyte NV3. Is what we have in this one. Joshua, thank you for the resub at tier 3, dude. Thank you very much. And by the way, guys, tier 3, we talked about the Prime Plus that we're trying, sorry, the Partner Plus that we're trying to earn here on Robeytech. Tier 3 and tier 2 subs are worth more. So if you want to help me, we're trying to get to 300 points. I think we're at 52 right now. If we get to 300, then it just essentially allows me to get a better cut, which obviously means more giveaways and stuff like that for them. Yeah. I also want to remind people real quick, I'm just going to show you, because it always helps, right? We have 430 people here right now, so I'm just going to bring it up. So you guys can see the giveaway stuff. I need to put this on a button, I think. I think we'll just do that next time. Yep, I will let you know when I'm ready, which is not yet. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for, hold on one sec, guys. Okay, so go ahead and jump over there. So guys, one of the things that we're giving away as part of this right now is we have a worldwide PC giveaway that we have currently active for the month of November. We're about 10 days in at this point in time, or 6 days and 21 hours. We're giving away a Falcon Northwest frag box. And so this is a Core Ultra 7 2655K with an RTX 5080. It's a $4,400 build that we're giving away in partnership with Falcon Northwest, and we're giving away with that a Vanguard keyboard and Saber Elite mouse from the team over at Corsair. So total value is right around $5,000. The way that you get in on this is essentially you want to basically go over to the Stream Elements, hit exclamation point giveaway help. That'll help you pop over, enter the giveaway. If you are subscribed, you're earning 2 times points, and then every 100 points you can basically use a raffle. You can buy a raffle ticket. Obviously it's a raffle, so the more tickets you have, the better your chances of winning. That does not mean, we've had people who have like 1 entry and then have totally won some of these giveaways. So, and by the way, if you use your Prime, oh yeah, I should, you're right, Flamin' Sarge. But if you use your Prime sub, then that's free. It gets you 500 points, and you also get 2 times the points when you watch. All you got to do is watch. All of the streams are an opportunity to basically earn more points, And then we do entertaining things like this, but this is what's currently going away. Chance to win an absolutely incredible system. And we're gonna be doing this for the month of November, again for the month of December, and then again for the month of January. Your points do not expire. And then as far as I know, so as far as I know, points do not expire. And this is a chance to do something and win something really, really cool. So that's how you get in on that. And then again, if you wanna see how many points you have, do all that stuff, head to the Stream Element stuff. All you gotta do is hit ! giveaway, and all of the information is there. So get in. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully, I'm excited about us drawing the winner here in a little bit over 20 days. And just watch and enjoy the streams, which I think are super, super cool. And then again, subs, the other thing too, we also give away gift cards as we hit milestones on gifts. Milestones on likes. So if you head over to youtube.com/Robeytech Live, hit thumbs up on the live stream. Once we hit 150, we unlock a gift card. And the more likes we get there, the bigger the gift card we give away at the end of the stream. And then again, we also give away stuff when we hit Hype Train. So dropping subs, which helps you, and it helps me. It gives you extra points, but it also helps me in terms of helping us do Hype Trains and stuff like that. So that's all the stuff that's going on there. Last time we got a level 8. Which is actually pretty crazy. That was bonkers. So really, anyway, guys, really, really appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for your help. Then if some people can do tier 2, tier 3, that would help with the Prime Plus stuff as well. I'll find out how many points tier 2 and tier 3 are worth, so we can get you that notification. But Joshua dropping his sub right now kind of gave me an indication. I forgot to let people know that. And then the ! giveaway help gives you a video on how that enters it, again, how worldwide works and all that sort of stuff as well. So get in on that. Just, like I said, watch, earn, and also all that sort of stuff. And then there's Zenu dropping 5 gifted subs like a boss, man. Thank you very much, Zenu, for the gifted subs. You are a rock star. Okay, back to the build, guys. Here we go. Let's see. We got SAG bracket in. GPU is in. Now what we can do is essentially I'm going to turn this over, work on cable management here for a little bit, get everything kind of cleaned up, and then get it connected. And then we'll probably do I think we'll end up doing our AIO maybe potentially last. So, okay. So now, guys, what we got to do is we just have a lot of mess here that I'm going to have to kind of clean up here. And now this is actually pretty good so far. Like it's not terrible, but I don't want to have any of these twisty ties. So we're just going to kind of replace some of this stuff and just get it a little bit cleaner. There we go. Get some of this, so I'm gonna get these out and then slowly start working my way through and just getting this whole thing kind of cleaned up here. I'm gonna grab, I think I have some white, just plain white thinner. Okay, there's some white thins ones there. Those are really thick. What else I got here? Here we go. Some thinner ones here too. Ooh, I just spilled all those everywhere. Good job on that, Robes. Just want to get some out for us to be able to kind of clean it up here. So we'll use these thinner white ones. I think that'll be the best option here. There we go. Hey, thank you for the Prime sub, guys. Oh, we got a dad joke, so we'll do that here in a sec. Let me get these out, and then we'll start our dad joke, and then go from there. Okay, dad joke time. Dad joke time. Brian, what has 4 wheels and flies? What has 4 wheels and flies?
A car that smells like poop?
A garbage truck.
There you go.
A garbage truck. There you go. Ba-da-bum. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're literally going to take our time and just clean these up with zip ties.
Josh's car sometimes.
My car sometimes, a rally car. Okay, predictions up for zip ties, odd or even. Okay, so we're just gonna start getting this in and cleaned up. Here's a question, guys. I feel like I should do this a little bit and then go and do the AIO and then do the PSU at the end. I still feel like that works for BTF. Trying to get a grip on this. Get a grip, Robey. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Okay. Okay, that clears those up. Okay, now let's look at this nightmare. She. That is a lot of cables, dude. So many cables. It's like bequiet just said, you know what? How many cables can I get in this case?
Mucho cables.
Yeah, mucho cables for sure. Hey, Jedi Master Rock, thank you for the Prime sub. Oh, Golden Kappa Train. What is that? What is a Golden Kappa Train? You have limited time to earn exclusive Golden Kappa emote for 24 hours. Level 3, I don't even know what a Golden Kappa Train is. This is the first time I've ever seen this, guys. This is the bequiet LX600, light base LX600. Guys, does anybody know what a Golden Kappa Train is? Let's see. Oh, sub or gift. Okay, guys, let's get some Golden Kappa things. I didn't even know what it was. There we go. Tedgar dropping a gifted sub. There it is. Let's see if we can get how many Golden Kappas can we get, guys? Oh, you get Golden Kappa.
Is the reward the gold?
Zenu dropping a gifted sub. There it is. Let's see how high we can get. I'll tell you what, guys. If we get to level 5, we'll do a $10. Let's do a $10 gift card. But let's see. If we can get to level 8, maybe we'll do like a 2 terabyte NVMe drive, right? Let's make something really cool there. So if we get to level 8, we'll do 2 terabytes. If we get to level 10, I think if we get to like 15, I'll give away a GPU. But this is it. If we get to level 15, we'll give away a GPU. That would be a big thing. So we got to see if we can do it, guys. But you guys this is to help us, right? And let's see what this thing does, right? There we go. Fifth Lament drop into tier 1, and that takes us to the next level. No, I'd say level 15. I think level 10 is a CPU. We'll give away a CPU at level 10, and level 15 we'll give away a GPU. At level 10, so if we get to level 10, we'll give away a CPU, and at level 15, we'll give away a GPU. But it stacks. It doesn't stack, it just replaces. Does that make sense? Level 20, the whole workshop. Wow, that would be... I'd give away my entire collection of hardware. That'd be bad. Whoa! Zenu dropping 10 gifted subs, so Zenu getting it started. Zenu trying. He's going to try and get it up there. Yeah, not cumulative. This would be, they would just stack. It would just get better. Okay, so this is so there's our thing right here. Level 5 now. Replica Gaming dropping 5. So now we're up to, now we have 10, right? I mean, we're at level 5, so we're almost to a CPU giveaway. And we'll do something cool, like we'll do something like a 7600X or something like that, yeah. Yeo10 dropping to tier 1, or a 7600 or something. It'll be a CPU. It'll be a nice, not a high end, but a nice one. And then we'll keep, the more we stack, the better we'll give. Okay, we're gonna try and make this look nicer. So that one's attached to this. So let's go ahead and make this a little bit cleaner here. Okay. Almost to level 6, guys. Thank you, Zenu, for doing that. Your average gamer dropping 100 bits. And remember, guys, this does help you get bonus points, right? Gifted subs give you bonus points towards the big giveaway, too. I feel like that's a stream. Like, talk to Stream Elements, because I don't think that should be the case there, Facer. You could always reach out to Stream Elements and find out what's going on there. Control Alt 4. Honestly, the stuff that comes with the CPUs now, the AIOs nowadays have been really, really good. If you want to use the stuff that they did, it might be a little bit better, but honestly, the stuff that comes on the AIO is probably good. Level 5, guys, we've got 2 minutes to get it to the next tier. Somebody's just got to get it going to the next one. So that's an easy one, right? Nothing crazy. Oh, shoot. I should have done that one in with this group here. I'm going to do, these look like they're separate. Okay. What I'm doing right now, guys, is just getting this mess of cables controlled here. Distobi, we're at 99%. Oh, Landsworth dropping 10 gifted subs, taking it to the next one. And for sure, we'll do a gift card because we got to level 5, guys. That gets to level 6. So that level 6 is done. So we'll do a gift card for this. Do a $10 gift card. So we've unlocked that. But if we get to level 10, we'll give away a CPU. Level 15, we'll give away a GPU. And thank you very much for all the support, guys. This is huge for us. So thank you. I don't want to pretend that this isn't something that you guys, like, I'm not taking this for granted. Thank you very much for being so amazing for us. Okay, we got 4 minutes. We're at 68% of level 6, guys. We have 3 levels to go to hit level 10. Thanks, mate. What about contact sealing? Do you think it's better to keep the original, the one which comes with the board, or change it to custom? Honestly, on most of these modern day things, those things make such a little difference, and the heat coming out of them is so small that I would say that you don't. I think you want to minimize risk. So I would keep as much stock as you can. Contact frames, I think, is enough. Honestly.
Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate the love.
Hey, thank you for the 100 bits, you guys. Golden time, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Okay, now I just got to get this one done. This is its own.
Joshua knows I owe Braxel $50, I guess.
Yeah, do it so Brian doesn't have to pay for it. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're just going to get this stuff cleaned up. We're very close to level 7, guys. Let's just get it in there and we can give it a little bit more time. Thank you for all the bits, guys. The bits are huge. And remember, guys, those go towards extra bonus points for your for the giveaway.
Tired of you ducking me, man.
You can afford a fake mustache, but you can't afford Can't afford to pay me back? Okay, what I'm doing right now, guys, is just getting all these cables cleaned up here. Hey, thank you, Average Gamer. You guys are all awesome. We're getting closer. 1 minute, 50 seconds. Whoa, Elite Lightning. How can I become a member over here on YouTube? So I don't have YouTube membership because all of the giveaway stuff is over on Twitch, Elite. So sorry about that, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't say I'm not saying it won't have an impact. It feels like now with all the updates and everything else, it's not near as necessary as it used to be on Intel, right? I mean, for me, I just wouldn't bother. But that, like, it's your system, and so if you want to do it, you absolutely can.
Jester King, you
Braxel, I use that mouse, so yeah, it is good. 55 seconds, we got 20%. Let's see if somebody can just get us over that little bit. Then we'll have a little while more to have it keep going, guys. Little bit more. Who's gonna get us over? 30 seconds. Smoke, tier 1, he's getting us close. He's trying. Definite, we're close. 20 seconds, we're at 10%. Eight, 7, Prime, close. Oh, he takes it over. Dude, that was clutch right there at the very end. That was clutch. Okay.
Very close.
Very close. Okay. So these are the cables now. So I've got most of this stuff kind of cleaned up. Okay, so we got it in there. Giovanni dropping a gifted sub as well. We are very, very close now for... Okay, so now all this looks way better. Much cleaner here. This thing needs to go up. There you go.
It's good to know that all this hype goes towards more giveaways.
It does.
Like on both sides.
Yep. Thank you very much, guys. We're super close now. Okay, so we are at... We are at level 7, right? We have a while, right? Somebody can get it going, right? We're now only 3 tiers away from unlocking a CPU giveaway. You guys have unlocked a gift card, but we'll take it up to, we'll double the gift card if we get to level 8. How about that? So that'll give us one more incentive. We'll double the gift card if we get to level 8. So it'll go from 10 to 20 if we get to level 8. Who wants to help to make that happen? That'd be awesome, Uriel. Okay, what I'm just working on right now is just making this look as pretty as possible in the short term. Almost there. Just hit almost 500 people here joining us now, guys. Hey, I need a temperance. Thank you for the bits. Landsworth dropping 200 bits. You guys are rock stars. Really, thank you. Yeah, there have been some good deals. It just feels like RAM is just kind of the biggest blocker right now. Woo Stud dropping 200 bits. Slowly climbing up. There we go. Okay, so there's all of that is much, much cleaner now. Don't you guys think? I mean, it doesn't feel that way, but it is. It is much cleaner. Okay, so now we can start plugging in cables. I restart my PC card not working. Do you know I can fix it? I would do DDU. I would DDU your drivers and just see if maybe it's a driver issue. Because it may be. You may not have completely cleared. Your drivers might be having a conflict. We have a guide on how to DDU. 1 minute and 24 seconds, guys. Everybody trying to make this go. Everybody trying to make it happen. Lots of people. We had We had so many people. We had Kevin, we had Landsworth, we had Zenu, so many people trying to get us close, guys. We're at the last little bit. We'll still do the giveaway right away for the card, though. We'll do, still $10, man. Thank you very much for all you guys, for all your support, and our first ever golden Kappa. We've never done that before, unless we want to get to the CPU. But yeah, cases, it's not too heavy. Okay, so now we're gonna start doing, guys, our plugging in all of our cables. Luckily, Brian doesn't have to be a part of this because all of the cables are in the bag. I don't know if that's lucky for him or not.
Joke's on you. I'm still gonna work.
How's that? That looks much better, don't you think? 15 seconds. I think we'd need like 50 subs to get this. Yikers, thank you for the resub. Tier 1, thank you for 2 months. You guys are rock stars. Thank you very much for helping us towards Plus and everything else. Okay, so now we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna start plugging in all our cables. There you go, guys, hype. Go ahead and open your chests. Enjoy your golden Kappa. Okay, so here's what we're gonna start doing now is we're gonna start putting these in here, and then I'll zip tie these going in here. So first one is our USB 3. That's gonna go right up here in the USB 3 side. Everything is plugging in here to the back, which is crazy. Okay, so there's that. Next up we have our USB 3. We have so much room for activities back here, guys. There we go. There's USB 3, so now we can do these, and these are pretty much try and figure out the best way to cable manage these. Kind of use them into the, just trying to keep it clean here, because there's no HD audio or anything like that up here. Kind of use a longer one here. Look at that. Look at all the Kappas you guys unlocked. That's awesome. Thank you guys again, seriously. Thank you for your support. I do not take it for granted. You should have gotten an open your chest reward thing that I saw it on mine. I didn't click on it, but thank you for your support and for helping and for financially supporting us. Obviously, this is how streamers and companies like ours make money. I do not take it for granted that we're just grateful for your generosity, guys. Seriously. Okay, so there's that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this right here. This is our front panel connector. And in the bottom corner here is our front panel. I don't know why this isn't going on here. Oh, that's because I put it on back top. Got to put it in the right way. There we go. Front panel. Okay, so now we have our front panel plugged in. All we're going to do here is kind of wire this into, limit that in there. Nice little connection there. Cleanly. Yeah, it's really good, Braxel. That's the one that you see me use most of the time, the Harp Ace. And I also have the Azoth, though I'll be honest, man, I'm becoming a big fan of the new Corsair mice and keyboards now too. But I mean, that's the thing, is I get lucky because I get to try a bunch of different ones. There we go. Okay. Getting more cleaned up here. So this is our hub connection for the top, I believe. I don't see any other ones anywhere, so where's the connections for this one? There's the power. Okay, so this is for the, I wonder if it plugged up here. They just created another one. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna grab this. This is for our RGB, for our hub, which everything we're gonna plug into. We still have 2 more ports up top here. So we're gonna go down here in the corner here. Then I'll make sure our motherboard is controlling this. There we go. And then we're gonna grab this one. And there's our fan information. I think I want to do, I might, just to keep things simple, we'll hide it behind this space here. There we go. I'm hiding here. Okay, so we're gonna hide this stuff right here. And that'll be the power, this is all the power stuff for the, that's our RGB hub, last little bit of RGB hub stuff. There we go. Come on. Come on, fingers. The one-handed zip tie. Oh. Nope, I missed one. The one-handed zip tie control. There we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay, there we go. Got it in there. Okay, cool. Thank you for this. Thank you very much, everybody, for the follows as well. So awesome. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so guys, all we have left is this cable right here, which is our HD audio. That's gonna go right over here. There we go. I don't know if I think we just let this, and then this will get hidden by that cable thing there. Maybe. And let that go there, and then that'll be kind of all those cables in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is just undo this. Careful not to snip anything. There we go. We're almost there, guys. We almost have all the cable management. And then honestly, then it's just, I think I'm gonna do the AIO. Get that done. Once the AIO is done, then we'll literally all we have is their PSU. There we go. There it is. There it is. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there we go. PSU's done. Cable management's done. That took a lot of work just to get it to the point where it was a little bit more manageable again, and we already have all of the front panels plugged into it. But what do you guys think? Does it look clean? I mean, you know, it's like, now the thing that's super impressive about BTF is that when you turn it over though, no cables. Like, front's gonna look great. You know, the only thing we're doing is making sure that these cables look good, you know? That's it. Those are the only cables they're gonna show. So let's go ahead and get our AIO installed. And then after that, it's just PSU and GPU. I mean, PSU, because the GPU's already in and ready to go and sag protected and everything. So, did you install the motherboard to the car before the CPU cooler? Yes, I usually always do, because it's a lot easier to do the AIO installation with it inside the case that way. Okay, so now we're gonna start working on this. Look, Ma, no cables. Whoops, that thing that I was trying not to do, I totally did it. Just totally shot that thing out. Ugh. Okay. Be Quiet, one of the few AIOs that has still not come pre-assembled. Okay, so we have the ability to fill this. It actually comes with additional fluid. We do have all of the cables, all the fans. So we have 3 fans. They are not daisy chainable. Okay. There's our extra cables here. Now they did give us a separate hub, which allows me to plug everything into the hub and then plug that in. I might use this just because I need this to run off of the, I need this to run off the CPU. So I might use this for that reason. It's extra, it's a lot of extra cabling, which is kind of a pain, but we will make it work. Okay. Couple white zip ties, some very tiny ones. There's all our screws. Some Be Quiet. Since we're using all the same fans, I just think it's weird they didn't even give you daisy chainable ones, right? It's like they're literally like, hey. Yeah, S-Guard, yeah, it can be laid out horizontally, it can be laid out vertically. Yeah, it's got baby zips. That's right, baby zip ties. Okay, so just getting all this stuff untied. There we go. Luckily, all this stuff gets hidden behind the case. So we will not see any of it. Okay, so there's this. Pull this, which also has its own cable. And that. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I need in here right now. I can just literally start getting this constructed. There we go. Okay, AIO installation time. So first thing we gotta do, we're gonna put, how much room do I have here if I go this way? Quite a bit. Let's just be safe and do it this way. Keep it off, okay. Woo! Okay, so if I do that, and these are on the back side, right? Yep. Oh, this way. Okay. So the cables go this way. Just got to make sure the cables are right. Okay. Here's our cables. Where we can hide, so the only one that really allows you to hide the cables, the AIO cables, is doing something like the Hydra Shift from the team over at Lee & Lee. And there is a version of the Hydra Shift that does allow you to do that. It's the, they have the TL and then they have their ones that would be more like these fans. So if you wanted to have something that kind of matches, you could do that. And then you can hide, the tubes are pretty tiny. But you need the access that I think you'd be able to 280 millimeter AIO, so it would work in this case if you wanted to do that. And that is an easier one to install. So the AIO would just be on the side. It would just be side, but I mean, it still would work. Oh, I see what you're saying, because the bottom, it still pulls in air from the bottom. That's what the feet are for. So it would just pull air in from the side and the bottom.
Weird. I know you like to exhaust air from your bottom.
Yeah, if in real life with human bottom air, yeah. There we go. I like that. That was a good dad joke. Whoa. Any gaming desk recommendations? I like the Corsair ones. Secret Labs ones are good. And then we ended up doing like the style for the IKEA stuff, where we just basically made a custom desk using some L brackets, which was cool. So, one of those works.
A little bit more modular.
Yeah, a little bit. But I know a lot of people really like the Corsair modular desk stuff. I haven't done like a standard gaming PC desk in a while. DVL P829, it's because of AI, dude. Just flat out, it's just AI. Everything's AI. Blame AI. Why are you not going in? There we go. There you go. Okay, 4 more screws and then we...
Facer is asking, have you checked out the Lee & Lee 217 Infinity case?
No, I haven't had it yet. I'll ping the team and get it sent over. We definitely need some more cases for December. So I'll see if they can send me one. Thank you, Dr. McNugget. Storage hasn't been as bad, but it definitely has gone up a little bit. It feels like storage has been able to stay ahead of the curve on the storage stuff. DVL, except for GPU prices seem to be doing pretty good. That seems to be the only one that seems to be doing well. Okay, let's grab a drink. I think I already did the dad joke. I definitely did the dad joke. I don't know if...
4 tires and flies.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're just literally going to turn this into a single strand of cable. Make it simple.
Can you French braid it?
No, that doesn't work very well, but thank you. I could. I mean, like if I really wanted to, I could French braid it, but I don't want to because that would be weird.
Well, you're putting components in out of order. I just figured maybe...
Do some French braid? Yeah. That case is so big, Araxnus. Well, if we get to the point, like right now I'm really trying to get the Miku case, which we should have an update for on Thursday. So we can do the Miku build. Has any GPU been designed to add a fan to the back? No, I haven't seen a GPU that's done that yet. Okay. There we go. So just 2 of those should work. Just to get that going. Okay, there's that. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So we're gonna get this up and in. This should cover up our last little holes of our cables here. Go. There we go. Okay. Okay. There's all of our cables in. Took a while just to get the cables in, guys. Jeez. There we go. I'm hoping that we'll have it, guys. The Miku case. I'm glad you like it, guys. I'm glad you guys are thinking it looks good.
We're supposed to, well, I don't know if it's common knowledge or not, but we're supposed to get a Doom.
Yeah, we have the Doom one coming up. We're just waiting for the GPU now. We have the Doom one coming up. We have a lot of really cool stuff kind of coming up. We should have a Miku. We should have up here a Miku on Thursday. Okay, we're just getting this in. There we go. Okay. I can get to the, I just want to make sure I can get to the CPU connection. I don't have to worry about EPS because it's all in the back. I have played the new Doom, In Need of Temperance. We did the video on it, right? We should check out. It was really, yeah, that whole video we did on it for Doom 3 versus Doom Eternal. Or sorry, Doom the Dark Ages. It was super cool. What they did with NVIDIA. Oh, you were asking chat, sorry. My bad. He's like, listen, Robey, get out of your own chat.
Back to building, computer boy.
Yeah, get back, yeah. Back to entertaining.
Dance, monkey.
Dance, monkey, dance. There we go. Stop eavesdropping. Sorry. Nice, Shogun Luffy. Okay, there we go. So there is, everything's installed. Looks like it looks pretty good, guys. Honestly, I think it looks nice and good, right? It's a clean looking build. Okay, so now what we got to do, let's get our AIO mounted. Okay. Now, first thing we're going to do proof right here, peeling the plate. There it is. It is peeled. No, it is. Oh, maybe it might be something else. Yeah, not sure. Okay, now we're gonna do. This is a really easy one to install, which I really like. You just line it up. This looks like it's. I think it wants it on the lower slot, guys. Okay, luckily I didn't touch this. This looks like it actually has to go on the lower slots. It's too close. Cool. There we go. I'm gonna help if I, there we go. What do you think about the Arctic Liquid Freezer 36? They're overrated AIOs. I'll just be honest, dude. We have just not been. We're not the biggest fans. They have a lot of quirks to them, and honestly, there are better performing AIOs for less and require less work. I haven't seen the new chicken t-shirt. There we go, just getting it up here. You're welcome. I know a lot of people it was one of our most downvoted videos ever. But then finally Hardware Canucks tested it too, and we're like, wait a minute, this thing is not as good as everybody says it is.
There's kind of like this mass hysteria around it, which kind of was like printing views, but not the greatest.
Yeah, we've seen, honestly, Thermalright makes some better options. A wide AIO with no RGB. I'd have to think about that. I don't think so. White seems to be one of those ones that RGB is almost guaranteed. I feel like this is not, is this also not right? Maybe, no, we'll see here in a sec. Wait a minute, this seems, okay, upper, lower. Can we just see here if this lines up? Nope, it doesn't. That one seems fine, but the lower. Okay. Maybe that one's supposed to be upper and that one's supposed to be lower. Looks like it's like getting an offset here. Yeah, that's true, Zenu. I just feel like Thermalright kind of came in and took their thunder, right? Because it was like a really great, inexpensive AIO. But honestly, there are some of the Thermalright ones that we did, they're easier to install, they have more features, and they perform better. Yeah, it was I said it was easy, and then did I just not follow the instructions correctly, which is probably always an option here. Okay, that is right there. Okay, it is now in the right place. Okay. Switch between the two. It's a nice sound.
1300 bits. Dang.
Thank you very much, Simplistic. And then Wizard Cowboy, thank you for the resub. There we go. Okay, now it's in. Now the last part we got to do, guys, is run this up. And we're going to run the CPU fan there, but we'll run the other RGB off of the hub. And so all of the fan, all the RGB is off of the same thing. But this is the pump one. Oh, I forgot. I just want to run all these to the other side. Okay. Okay. Ugh, I forgot. These will be the only cables that are visible. Okay, so what we're going to do, what I tried to do, okay. I'm going to try and route these through the BTF locations here. There we go. The only cables, unfortunately. I think right now the only BTF AIO, I know Aorus made one for Project Stealth a long time ago, and then ASUS now has one. Which I mean, the best thing is like to run all the cables off of the tubes or up near the radiator so you just don't see any cables, but this one, unfortunately, no option here. So we'll do our best to hide it as best we can. There we go. All right, so now, let's go to the top back here. Now we just gotta find, there's our pump. CPU optional. So this is the pump one right there. We'll take our RGB, plug it in up here. There's our pump, controlled by the same ones. What do we have multiple of? Probably like a 5070. If we had a 5070, it would be awesome. Okay, now what we're gonna do, thank you. What's your favorite snack?
Peanut butter M&Ms.
Yeah, peanut butter M&Ms. Yeah, wow.
I guess you could probably go with
that was good. No, that was, dude.
Saltwater taffy.
Yeah, saltwater taffy is my favorite candy. My favorite, I actually really like the snack pack cookies. Like those have been my go-to recently. Like the animal crackers, stuff like that have been good. Those have been popular amongst me. It sounds weird, but those have been popular amongst me recently. Yeah, he's not wrong. Like my favorite candy, I have two. I have saltwater taffy and peanut butter M&Ms that have been like kind of my big go-to. Oh, Thermalright makes one? Of course they do. That doesn't surprise me. If anybody makes one, it's those guys. And the amount and the speed in which they...
We only have one 5070, but we do have two of these.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, that's fine. Here we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and show the parts list here. We have, and just don't forget, guys, you can do exclamation point. I forgot what it was, but she just told me. But here's a parts list real quick that we're putting inside of today's build. So we have the AMD Ryzen 7 9700X, the ASUS B850-BTF Wi-Fi W, the ASUS TUF Gaming 5070 Ti BTF Edition in white, Kingston 2TB NV3, DDR5 6000 Megatransfer CL30 in white, the bequiet Light Base LX600 is the case. And then we have the bequiet Light Loop 360 in white, and then the Corsair RM850E as our cable. Yeah, so as our PSU. Okay, Okay, so now we have all of these. So the last thing I gotta deal with real quick, guys, so we're really close to being done with all of this stuff. So now I've got to do is just deal with this right here. I guess that's a channel fan. There's an RGB over here. Only the CPU is on the other side. I did not know that. Okay, so there's the CPU, I have to go to that side. That's interesting. They did just that one cable. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is going to be for our fans here. We're gonna take this is the last RGB. This is gonna go into the RGB hub. So that takes care of that. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this right here, I'm gonna run it over here, and that is gonna plug right into the one connection in the front. Oh shoot, whoop, until I dropped it. One connection in the front, which is right here. It's our CPU fan, and that way all of our fans are run, the ones that we have for the AIO are run off of the CPU, okay? So that's how the hub is now hooked up. It's the only cable you'll see is visible. Lots of cables in this thing, dude. I just feel like the amount of cables, I've not done this many cables in a case in a very long time. This is a lot of cables. Honestly, I just gotta say, be quiet. I think you need to get with the times a little. I just feel like, you know, it's just like, it's time to get to like an integrated fan solution. This is crazy. Here we go. I just feel like this is cables for the sake of, I don't think there's really a reason even for these. Okay, hopefully we'll just plug this one here. And this one goes right here. And there's all of our cables plugged in. Okay, so now what I need to do, this is the last thing I need to cable manage, guys. I could, if I wanted to, put that like this. Just have it on the door. But I don't have any. No, that wasn't Zenu. Zenu had the build that you're talking about is what's his name with the, oh my gosh. No, you're talking about wait, are you talking about the 4500 like that, like it had like 83 fans, and that was the most cables I've ever done. This is just, it's been a long time since I've done this many cables. I don't think Zenu's build was that bad. I don't remember, but maybe I was wrong. This is a lot. This just feels like a lot of cables. Elite Lightning I already have.
This year. Like a few months ago.
Yeah, like literally, yeah, at QuakeCon, I did it against Splave and did it blindfolded. Zenu, was your build really that bad? I have to go back. Maybe I did. I feel like maybe you're right. Maybe, I mean, Zenu probably remembers more than I do. I'm sorry, Zenu. Maybe I've, like, maybe you literally caused me to, like, it's like I'm having PTSD and it's like I blacked it out. Zenu's like, you forgot my build. Maybe that's a good thing, Zenu. Okay, right now, because this isn't we're not keeping this build, I'm just gonna basically do a very big, because this, like normally what I do is I'd mount it off to this side over here and then like that'd be the way to do it with like some sticky, but because this build's getting taken apart, I can't. So I'm trying to think of a way to cable manage this without, there we go. So this is just, I'm trying not to make sure you can see this, right? Like that's the key part. Now it's a little bit of a dual chamber, right? So it's like a little bit different where in terms of, might be able to zip tie that right there. And the PSU will go right here and then it'll kind of cover a lot of this. Okay. I do this, I might like zip tie. So what I'm gonna do, in an interesting way, guys, you're gonna see me mount a hub without any crazy hardware. I'm just gonna use a cable that I zip tied really tight to zip tie this to another bundle. Then I'll make it look like I've mounted the, I need to go this way. Make it look like I mounted this cable, but I didn't. Oh, shoot. How do I keep letting go of this? There you go. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, come on. There we go. If I do that, right, and I can still get to this, and then that'll make it look like I mounted it when I didn't. Hide all those cables. We have one cable we got to plug in underneath it, but that's an easy thing to fix. Okay. And then we'll zip tie, cut that zip tie, and then okay, guys, AIO is done. We got PSU and not much else. PSU and then just like some getting all those cables connected, but it's all in the back. This one has 32 gigs. 32 gigs of CL30, which is why the RAM is so expensive. Okay, I'm just making sure I have all of the stuff that goes with this in here. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Oh, I think I have one little screw I forgot to put in on the back. Yep. Okay, guys. PSU time, and then Turniani time. That sounds really weird when you say it that way. Turniani. I think we can put this back. I'll hide some of this. Oh, maybe. Oh. Just trying to hide some cables here. Okay, one more after this. Thank you, Thimolifia, for 1 bit. I appreciate it. Dude, if you can give 1 bit, thank you. I appreciate you giving. Thank you, sir. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? Dude, that looks like I really pulled that a little much. Okay. Everything else looks good. Let's get our PSU in. Let's do it. Last part, guys. Okay. Now we do need a lot of SATA. Some we do need. Okay, 16 pin. Well, a lot of these connections are just going to go to the back. So it's a lot easier than what we're used to, and then we'll have to just cable manage it. I like how Zenu's like, don't forget my build. I need to go back and watch it. Zenu, was it that many builds? I mean, like, was it that many cables? Dude, this has so many cables. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's like 14 just on the fans alone. I don't remember having that. I don't remember your build being that painful, but was I just, did I really? Okay, he says yes. He's like, no, you have just forgotten. You blocked it out. It was so painful that you've just forgotten, Robey. It's when there's too many cables, yeah. I spent 45 to 50 minutes on it. Yeah, this one I don't have to spin as long just because of the BTF. BTF actually does make that this process a little more streamlined for sure. That is not what I need. That one I need. I don't need that one. Do need, that's got both. This has got both Molex and SATA. And this one has only SATA, so I need that one. One CPU, and then we're good. There's a 24 pin. Okay, that's all the cables I need. The rest of these go back in here. Okay. What's up, Jester King? How are you? Yeah, L Molex. I did learn that Molex can carry more power, but then PCI was kind of like the replacement for it now. Because the connection is just so finicky. There we go. Okay, there's all of our cables. I wish it worked that way. I could just like literally just set them in there and they just worked. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch your things, Zenu. Hey, Zapc TV, thank you for the sub. See how Zenu does it? That's, if you want to see me see a question or whatever it was, that helps tremendously. And I'll try and catch up if I do it, because it's like, can someone explain the point system? I'm slow and left for an hour or so, but I'm back. Okay, so the Themolfia, watch exclamation point giveaway help, and that'll explain all that sort of stuff. Let me see what else. There was any other questions I missed. Here you go. No other questions. That was it. Okay. I went back to look if you guys ask questions with your bits or all that sort of stuff, right? So. It's getting close, little Jorgie. Honestly, we're like 2 hours and 22 minutes, so it's actually been relatively fast. We just started late. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're going home now. Okay, there's our build bits. Stays in here. Thank you for the 200 bits, man. When is the giveaway? So we have one giveaway. Blondie, if you want to do one $10 giveaway now, that is for the hitting level 5. So let's do that one. I don't know, is Blondie here? I haven't heard from her for a while. I know she wasn't feeling very well. So we're gonna do one now. We'll do the $10 one that you guys earned for the hype train. And then when we get to the end, we'll give another one away. How many likes do we have on YouTube? Okay, just checking on Blondie. I just want to make sure you're healthy.
And then we hit the 450.
Oh, so yeah, so we're on our way to 200. Okay, so we go dropping that one in. So we're gonna start plugging these in. There you go. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, so there's that one. That's our SATA. This is CPU. Then we have our connections for our, there we go. There we go, and one more here. And then the last one is our our 16 pin. Okay. Let's just pop this in. Boom. I'm just gonna get all these started now. And so we'll have 2 giveaways today for sure. Get that one started. Gotta do a little bit of lifting here. What the deuce? Okay, that one's it. Whoa. That's weird. Okay, maybe I gotta get more. Nope, got him the right way. There we go. Oh, that was like a whole process here. One more here. Okay, last one. Okay, now I can tighten it. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great looking PC when we're done. I'm excited what this is going to look like when we're finished. Okay, now to get this nightmare figured out. Okay, it's not that bad. Figure it out a little bit at a time. Starting with this one. This is our 24 pin. And the thing is that we just plug them in behind us. There we go. So there's that one. So the one thing I got to do here real quick, which is going to be interesting, is the SATA So we have a number of SATA cables that got to plug in here. There's that one. There's that, okay. I think I might actually, hold on. Hey, grats. Daedalus272, congratulations. Make sure you reach out to Blondie real quick. And then we have another one that we'll do here before we do the benching is when we pretty much in the second one, the like one. How are we doing likes on YouTube, by the way? Just out of curiosity, because I know we hit one of the goals already. Okay, there's this one. So then we have, there we go, okay. So there's that one right there. Okay, there's that SATA. We have one more SATA, which is right here. That should be all the SATA. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to get this. It's like really, honestly weird. Okay. Almost there. A little bit of cable management, just to, this is probably the hardest part of this cable management, is just the SATA. There we go. Okay, that takes care of that. And that's gonna go over that. Perfect. Okay, now we can do the. Really, you had to do that? Had you, dude?
Deal the second. What are your PC specs? It's got a PC that's worth $3,800, but only uses about 457 watts.
That's a very expensive PC for not much wattage. Okay, there we go. I used a lot of zip ties in this build. Okay, here we go, guys. Now we can start the last little bits of this cable stuff. I can make this work. Okay. Now we're doing it, guys. It's all in the kind of more, this is the downhill portion of the build where we're just slowly just kind of pulling through it now. Nothing too mysterious or magical. It's just literally just cleanly putting build cables. So when it does that and just annoys you. Stop. There you go. I'm glad you like the all white ones. We're almost finished with this all white one. Pulling this cable thing. Damage this. Okay. Okay, next one, guys, 16 pin. It's gonna go right here. Into the back. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's slowly cleaning up these cable messes. Got one more cable, guys. There we go. Last cable here. Got to plug in. Right here. CPU. These are cables. You should not chew on them. They will kill you.
They're murder noodles.
They're murder. Yeah, they're murder noodles. You should not chew on these cables. Okay, so there we go. Now everything's kind of in. So this is all kind of clumped up. There we go. And there we go. All the cables are in. And then now everything's hooked up. Like I said, I would have moved this to a different location, but because I am taking this build apart, we can't permanently mount anything. So a little bit different. Not my cleanest cable mount. Huh? I do? Oh, yes, okay. Thank you. Let's cut those. Still, I mean, it looks clean, right? You know what I mean? Like, just because the bundles are nice, but yeah, it's not the... Okay. All hooked up and ready. Ugh. And there it is, guys. There was a lot of cables to manage in that build. You know what I mean? When you look at this, like, I still have a pretty clean looking build. Like I said, I would have put the hub in a different place, but I'm just like, you know, it's only what I can do, right? Yeah, the door hides a lot of it. But it still looks clean, right? Like, it still looks clean. Okay, let's get it put back together here. Starting with our side glass. I see how this like sits in here. Okay, so both of them have to go in. Okay. And then it's, okay, there we go. Seal that in. One more. Looks good. It's very white. Okay. Let's do our zip tie count real quick. Let me get the rest of the pieces on here real quick. Back, which is going to go on beautifully. There we go. And then, oops, the cover for the back popped off. There we go. It's quite the dust filter here. It feels like it zips in a little bit more. There it is, yeah. So it holds better. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what that is weird about this little like where it, well, I mean I can just do that. Hey, it's fixed. There we go. Okay, so there's all of the build now. Ugh. And no cables, like, you know what I mean? Like outside of just, there's one cable that you can see. If you look really closely, but those are the only two cables right there off of the AIO. Everything, and then some from the fans. But outside of that, like pretty clean in terms of, that's kind of it, right? From a distance, you really just can't, you don't really see much, right? Because there's no cable coming off of the GPU, there's no cables on the EPS, there's no cables on the 24 pin. So there it is, guys. Okay, let's get cable, let's see how many cable zip ties I use, because feels like a lot, handful for sure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25. 27, guys. 27. 27, so that is odd, and 27, and Dr. McNugget, thank you for the sub, man. 27 total zip ties, that's a lot. 27 zip ties, okay. Shall we get this turned on? There it is. Get that in there. Oh, that's right. HDMI is plugged into this. I think we do pink. There we go. Let's grab our cable, our keyboard and mouse. Turning the power on. Oh, it's already on. 3, 2, okay, there it is. Oh! Well, all the RGB works. Okay, the question is that which one is the... I'm gonna try and get it back to RGB for the fan, for the... It's not that one? Oh, I must be, okay, it's this one. I like the pink though. Okay, now it's gonna go to the mouse, we're gonna go to the motherboard. Oh, your cable? Okay, one sec. And we are posted. That's always a good thing, right? Oops. We're gonna turn on Expo. So we got that on, hit F10. Oops, I think I didn't actually enable it. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this in. So we are posted. It's an ASUS, yeah, it's an ASUS TUF BTF. So just to go through parts one more time, guys. Here's the parts list that we have. Oh, that's capture, parts list right here. I don't even know what capture that was. We have an AMD Ryzen 7 9700X, ASUS B850-BTF Wi-Fi W, ASUS TUF Gaming 5070 Ti BTF Wide Edition, Kingston NV3, 2 terabyte, Kingston Fury DDR5, bequiet Light Base LX600, the bequiet Light Loop 360 White, Corsair RMX 850E. Okay, we're gonna turn this on. CPU fan is saying non-applicable, so we're gonna, I must not have plugged it in all the way or something, because there we go. Well, all of those are spinning, so. Checking F7, saying CPU fan non-applicable, but that doesn't make any sense. Showing channel 4 fan is at 498. AIO pump is there. Let me just make sure this is the CPU fan. It does say CPU fan on it, right? Yeah, it's a CPU fan. Oh, channel 4 fan is where we plugged in all of the, RGB. I mean the thing. Elite lighting, that's not me. That's Papa Robeytech. Okay, so all that is good, and that's plugged in. It's plugged in right there, so, okay. Reset here. Oh, it's posted, hold on. Just re-plugging in just to see. There it is. Okay. It's now reading it for sure. Nope, it's not. Okay. I don't know why it's not reading that, but what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go ahead and hit F7. And under monitor, I'm going to change fan speed. We're going to just change it to ignore for now. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to jump in. The The bot is down? Which bot? Let me see what Blondie's saying. Doesn't set anything there. Okay, okay, bot is there. Okay, so is she starting? She's starting the giveaway. Okay, there it is. You just got to refresh this. There we go. Just waiting for the RAM to post. Waiting for it to post. Just loading in. Guys, there's no giveaway currently, guys. Expo is on, yes. I just turned it on. Okay, let's open up Armory Crate. Tough Gaming, gonna go to Update Center, just make sure we're good. Update now. Gonna go to Feature Library, install the assistant stuff after this is done. I'm glad. We're gonna do pink, I think. I think pink would be cool. Okay, updating now. So it's just updating all of the stuff right now. Whoa, that was weird. It's like it knew. I'm a white and orange fan. I know a lot of people like white and orange, yeah. You guys are saying Stream Elements doesn't work? Mine seems to be fine. Okay. Okay, I'm just updating all this stuff. I thought, oh, you mean Streamlabs isn't working? Oh, okay. Oh, it's working now. Hey, that's good. Well, the number of people who are here just keeps getting bigger and bigger anyway. Giveaway hugs. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna put this in now. Then we gotta do a restart. Oh, let me do this. Sorry guys, you guys can't see half the stuff I'm doing. I just realized I don't have it mirrored. You guys are like, what is he doing? I'm actually doing stuff. Sorry about that. Okay, it's fixed now. Okay, so everything is here. It's good. Let's go ahead and do RS Sync. We'll do select all. It's not gonna be, oh no, the GPU shut up. Wow, RFX, static, single color, pink. Let's do it. Kind of purple. There's that. Okay, I'm gonna reboot, and then we'll be. Ooh, that looks good. With all around and everything. Okay, I'm gonna reboot real quick, and then we'll let him do final B-roll, and then we'll do the peel. We can do this peel right here, though, while we wait. Ready? Ooh. Nice. Yeah, real beer, I think the plan is to not let them expire. So yeah, you can keep using them. You can use them moving forward. And by the way, Themo, thank you for the resub. Themo, thank you for the gifted sub. Go AK 907, thank you for the resub at tier 1, dude. Thank you very, very much. Okay. There it is. And then don't forget to show them like the beautiful on the edges too. That's super cool. It's just not reading it. That's weird. Looks really good, right? Wait, bequiet has a pretty AIO? Yeah, it's very pretty, isn't it? Check one thing real quick while you're taking a look at that, and then we'll go from there. Guys, I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna test, but the problem is that we'll do the peel here in a sec. The concern I have is that with it not running CPU that way, like if we're not gonna get good temps. So I'm just checking to make sure I haven't done something weird here. Put that in, LGA, in the fan here. Okay. Here's how to plug in the ARGB. How to fill in the tube here. It's just not reading the CPU fan. I have enough parts to build a lot of PCs. That is definitely true. Yeah, we pre-test all this stuff and make sure that there's an OS on it and has all the right drivers and all that stuff beforehand. We bench it and make sure. Okay, let's go and do our peel, and then we'll test to see if this works, right? And then it may not, and if not, we may not be able to do the benching because, yeah, I can't, like if I can't. There we go. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, now you went out again. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna just test this real quick to see if we are getting good airflow. And then, where's my mouse? Hello? I have nothing. I don't even have my control. Okay, weird. Ooh. Well, right now I'm not even getting, mouse or keyboard. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it's doing something or what. Okay. Do a quick. It's being weird. There we go. Okay, go ahead and do that right now, Blondie. I might have to take him off of that hub and then just give it a quick 3. Like put it on a fan splitter real quick, just so we can. He's being wacky tobacky. Okay, there we go. Let's go to capture real quick. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna just test Cinebench. So I don't think this is gonna spin at all. Maybe it will, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know how it would. I have no, it's not reading anything, so. Right now our 9700X is at 34, so it's totally fine. Let's just give it a 10 here real quick and see what it does. Well, it doesn't even need to spin up. It's like at 55 degrees Celsius. It's like not even having a problem, right? Like it's just like, it just is like, yeah, you're not gonna get hot. Because this thing just runs the 9700X just runs so cool. So yeah, it's not even getting up there. Yeah, it's too cool for school. The giveaway is currently running for this one. People have won lots of PCs on our thing. Okay, you can no longer enter the raffle, guys. Lord Pansington. Congratulations, Lord Pansington, winning the $20 Newegg $20 gift card. Okay, so yeah, temps on this, no problem. Not even trying. It's not even trying to do it. Okay, let's just check. Let's install GPU tweak real quick, and then we'll check final one, because I expect that to also be. I expect this temp to be fine too. Let's go to download. Whoa. Maybe I can't. Download, nope, okay. Download, okay, can I download the other one? Okay, I can get this one, okay, at least. Download, oops. Okay, so we're just going to install this just so we can have some overlays for gaming. Oh, shoot. Crud. Crud. Should have waited. Son of a biscuit here. Is undervolting always... It's not always a good thing. It's not always even a necessary thing. It's not... So the answer is not always. I mean, again, if it's running at stock, you're going to not have issues whatsoever. Anytime you start tweaking anything, right, there's always an opportunity for instability. So... Undervolting is really you should only play with your CPU, and that's undervolting, overclocking, anything like that, when something needs to be fixed. I mean, some people just like to do it. I mean, you can totally just go and mess and learn trying to min-max, but if there's no problem, there's no reason to do anything. Is there a direct link to Elements? The direct link to Stream Elements, if you do exclamation point giveaway, that'll give you a direct link. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Lord Pansington. That sucks, dude. Okay, and install this GPU runtime. Do not install the Bing bar. I always undervolt my screws. I mean, you could totally do that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's open up Steam, just in the short term. Library. What is it? Why did you get blocked? That's weird, Nafi. I'm just curious. What are you doing, sir, that's blocking you? Okay, there we go. Cyberpunk is ready for testing. Nafriti. Yeah, I know that current. Okay, so there we go. That's good. Finish. Okay, so now we can do this. Okay, let's go to OSD, just make sure everything works. And then there we go. See, okay, GPU usage, okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up Cyberpunk. Hit yes, and then we'll see how GPU, so CPU temps, God tier, right? 55, like nowhere near anything we need to worry about from a heat standpoint. This thing is gonna keep this more than cool. By the way, can we just say how beautiful this system look? I mean, it looks so good, guys. Doesn't it look so good? It looks so good. Yeah, the pink. Oh, I forgot about the pink one back here. Yeah, this one's like back here pink too. This one is a lot less money. That's our budget one that Damien built. I don't like the AIO. Hey, that's okay, Christoph. You don't have to. That's allowed. Allow. I wonder if we just are getting too many people, but like the bot should be good. Yeah, I can understand that, Christoph. Okay, so let's just see how this runs here. Oh, that's unfortunate, Ravager. Okay, so let's just see how this runs. Right now, CPU is at 63, GPU's at 49. We're gonna do ray tracing, ultra, transformer model. We're gonna do balanced. We're gonna run at 1440p. So this is just to see what CPU and GPU temperatures are gonna be like on this. Make sure that you haven't blocked whispers, guys. If you block whispers, it won't be able to whisper you. I'll try it. Oops. Oh, I'm not signed in. Compare with friend who has sub and they're not getting double for watching the stream. Is that working okay? They should be, I mean, you should be getting double there. I've seen all the Hydra shifts. There you go, guys. 104.52 CPU and GPU temp were great. It looks, dude, there you go. It looks incredible. I mean, dude, great build, no problem. I mean, it's pricey. It's pricey for what it is, but again, showcase case, really, really fast RAM, right? Which is, you know, you could save some money for RAM from there. You don't really technically need an AIO, but again, really wanted to show off the build and AIO in this case, and just kind of give you guys some ideas of what kind of PC you guys can build inside of the LX600 here. So hopefully you enjoyed the build and you enjoyed the process and all that we got to do today. And again, huge shout out to everybody who tuned in. Yeah, RAM in this economy, what? Everybody who tuned in and just enjoyed it. And I love the BTF, right? Like the fact that it's just all clean, like no cables, right? You really, honestly, you just see so little here, and it was good. I really think so. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for today's show. Sorry about the some people having issues with the bots, but again, not a whole, like sometimes it just is what it is, especially these like little growing pains. We'll continue to look at it. I'll be too late for an extra. I'll be receiving, no. K-Solus, no, it won't be. And then don't forget tomorrow, guys, 11 a.m. PT, keyboards and gaming. We're going to be doing and playing Arc Raiders, building the last of the keyboards from the Maker 75. Plus, we're giving away another Maker 75 one. We're doing the Cherry Blossoms build, which should be Cherry Blossoms key set, which should be super, super cool. So that's going to be tuning in tomorrow. Plus, we're going to be giving that away. Plus, more opportunity to get points and stuff for the giveaway here at the PC giveaway. And then we're back on Wednesday giving away a PC in partnership with ASUS. So that build's going to be happening here, Intel Live Mod Workshop. So please make sure you tune in for that as well. And you have a chance to win a PC. We're giving a really, really nice one with a company with ASUS. It's a 5060 Ti Core i7 Core Ultra 7 265 non-K. So that should be really, really fun, and that's going to be a really, really great build. So that's going to be happening on Wednesday, and then I'm heading off to PDX Land, and we'll do some game streaming on Friday, playing some Arc Raiders with Damien and Sergeant Nobody. So that's going to be happening Friday at some point in time, just for a little bit. But outside of that, just trying to chill and play some games. Again, huge shout out, big thank you to everybody who subscribed. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the Golden Kappa. Thank you for just being so supportive of here the stream, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have an absolutely amazing rest of your day, and looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye, guys.